And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is the live stream where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you all for coming and hanging out with us here tonight. Got a couple things to talk about, Lawrence, but I just want to let everybody know, or ask everyone that's out there listening, if the weather is nice where you are, please let me know how the weather is where you are, and if you have been able to get out and fly your drones. Please let me know in the chat. And Lawrence, how are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday here?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Life is good. I woke up this morning. I'm okay. Yeah, I woke up this morning. It's a little gloomy out, but I don't care. The day still goes on,
But it's not cold,
Exactly. It's not morbidly cold, just a little chilly. What's up with you? How are you?
I had surgery on the 6th on my thumb to correct an issue that I was having. And I can move the thumb, whereas that I couldn't move it before.
Okay.
I could only do that movement and it hurt. I can do this movement and I couldn't grip anything. These fingers work fine. It was just the thumb. So I remember I had the other surgery here and to connect the things for these fingers to work properly.
Yeah.
Well, this one went haywire, so they had to go in and fix it.
So now they had to repair that one. Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny because they wake you up right in the middle of the surgery, so is that you can move it while they do the surgery on it.
Wow. So they can get the tension right, like tuning the guitar.
Basically, they want to make sure that they got the right tensile strength on the the cables. So I don't know. What's happening? I mean, there's a few things happening out there in the drone world, right? I mean, isn't there? I mean, I've been hearing a lot of stuff. We were gone for about a couple of weeks, but the last time about 2 weeks. We were here 2 weeks ago, right? I mean, we were here 2 weeks ago, and we were here. We spoke about the that Mavic 4 the firmware, right? Yeah, we talked about that, and Sky browsers AI-powered tools for their mapping and stuff like that. Yep. We 3D models actually. What else did we talk about? Oh, the FAA talking about they're going to be reorganizing and restructuring themselves. We talked about that.
Correct.
But we always get to talk about some of these Amazon deals, right?
Mm-hmm.
The deals on Amazon. Right? We always get to talk about
what kind of deals they got. What do they got?
Well, they have a couple of bestsellers that I like, and I'm going to share them with you. Because this one here was a good deal, I thought, because the Neo 2, not a bad price. You get what you get in this bundle.
With the goggles and everything you get, hell yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For the Neo, yeah. I can't argue with that. Now, this one is no longer, I don't think it's no longer available at this price, but this was a good deal too at that point. But I don't think that one's available anymore. So, but the Flip they claim is a bestseller, and that's out there on Amazon at that price point. $659, it's not bad.
Yeah,
getting that bundle.
And I didn't think it would sell, but apparently it did. They sold a lot of them.
Yeah, hey, listen. Guys are in need of a drone that comes with its own tennis rackets or 10-speed wheels. I don't know however you look at it.
How rude. Wow. Okay. Well, I always thought they looked like bicycle spokes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, 10-speed wheel. You know what though? This one to me, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna find a better price. You're just not.
Yeah,
for the
the
Mike's Mini
DJI Mini.
and the
Yeah.
case, the charging case.
Hmm.
Nah. Now they have a couple of bundles I've seen out there with the Mike's Mini, and people are trying to sell it with these lav mics. Don't waste your money on that because you
Yeah.
can't connect a lav mic to the Mic Mini. It, that's what the Mic Mini supposedly functions as a you know what do you call it? A wireless lav mic.
Hmm.
So you don't need the ones that they're selling in some of those bundles with the cord. You
Yeah.
can't plug that into the Mic Mini. Where you plug it in at?
True. That is true.
But yeah, we I don't know, I just like to mention some of these deals and stuff like that to the guys, in case they're ever looking for something. Because I know guys are buying drones all the time, and you might not jump on it when it first came out, but you might have liked it and putting your money aside to get it, and you jump on it later on when sometimes the price goes down on them, like how they got these deals here now. I mean, for what it is and for where you can get drones at now. What do you think, Lawrence?
Well, the way they're selling stuff on Amazon and now third party
Hmm.
vendors are selling stuff, I say buy it. It's obvious they have plenty of it in stock, right?
Hey,
It's more than obvious. They haven't
well,
slowed down any.
well,
Even
what
when other people slowed down, Amazon was still going.
well, it's not so much Amazon, it's third party sellers. But what I think is happening, right, is a lot of these third party sellers, I don't think you have to be per se. Well, I mean, they probably a lot of them are here in the country, but they could be getting the stuff in from other countries the same way like everybody else is doing, and and charging you X amount of dollars on each item,
Yeah.
or just having them, shipping them when necessary. Who knows? It's a lot
Well,
of stuff.
I know. Well, after one
But
of
I
the
know
stories that we're going to do tonight, people might think different.
eBay, eBay definitely sellers were overseas pushing them into the country because they could. You
True.
know what, Lawrence? We have a couple of people watching. It says 14 people watching. Um, YouTube has a funny way of counting numbers, unless mine is just backwards here. Um,
Um,
we got 14 watching, two
that's
likes,
what it claims. Yeah.
and yeah, the studio says 14 people watching. Who does they say these 14 people may be? Okay.
Yo, Herman,
What?
Rob wants a shirt for him and his wife. He says, but that hoodie would be even better at being that winter's coming. He
Winter.
wants a those guys hoodie. He asked for some those guys shirts, and I told
Winter
him we haven't
actually
printed any more up yet. We have to print up some more. We have to get
winter
some printed
actually
up.
passed. Like it was on its way out. Oh, they're about to go into winter. I got you.
Yeah, yeah, they're getting ready to go into winter as we go into spring. Well, they go into fall.
Got you. Okay. I mean, this is actually the only one that exists of this.
John says he's got 7 likes on his phone. I haven't even refreshed. Let me see.
Yeah, I would have to refresh to see that, but that's not a big deal. We
Yeah,
got like
it's just the people
15.
who are in here
Right, we
who
have
need to
15
see.
people watching. Um,
Yeah, it's
let's do
9 now.
roll call. Who?
Okay, cool. Let's do roll call right now.
I mean, that would be a good idea. I mean, what you think? I mean, what do you think?
There we go. Yes. While
Unless
the
you want to
list is
talk
still
about
small.
somebody in the chat. I don't know. I mean, like one or two people
Nah, let's do roll call.
talk about somebody in the drone community.
Hey, James.
We could find something to say about them.
Yeah, right.
I don't like how this thing is acting.
I see your
Okay.
screen flickering.
Oh yeah, that's what I was telling you. I don't know. I got to go and check some things on it, and because I did.
Explicit says talk about it. Not yet. It's too early, bro.
Oh, talk about. No, I was just being. I was just making jokes. So talk about somebody.
Okay, well let's do roll
Yeah.
call.
Let's do those.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Shout out to John Olson representing Long Island, Strong Island. How are you, sir? Explicit FPV representing Connecticut. How are you, sir? Hope all is well.
That's good.
Drone Okie, thank you for continuing to come back. We
All right.
appreciate you. Shout out to Drone Okie. And Mr. J. Santiago, how are you, sir? Representing the Bronx, New York. I hope all is well.
Yago.
From down under, the land down under, Oz, feet on the ground, flying. Good morning, Sue and Rob, because it's morning over there where those guys are. Shout out to Brian, Waypoint, New England. How are you, Brian?
Wait.
Welcome. Our Canadian buddy with no mailing address, Jim's Droning. How are you, sir? I hope all is well, Jim's Droning. I'm just messing with you, man. Steve, SJM. Steve, hold on. Wait. SJM Jones Lee. I'm sorry, I went past. How are you? Hope all is well. Louisiana Helicams. Shout out to
What's
you,
going on,
sir.
man?
Thank you for continuing to come back to the live stream. We appreciate you. Earlier, the backpack. Jack was here. Jackie was here. But she said she had to go because it is a little late where she is. But she's going to try and stop by next week. Shout out to who else was here? Barkley was first. Of course, Barkley was here. Jody, Drone Shots, 842. And I think that was about it. Let me jump down to the bottom. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So we got everybody.
We got everybody in 3 minutes.
Yep.
Not bad, 2 minutes
Turn your
actually.
mic up. Turn your mic up. We can't hear you in the back.
Okay, hold on a second.
You know what I noticed?
What's that?
Depending on what platform I'm using, the mic shows up in the camera.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something.
It's in the camera right now.
That's weird.
Move it out the way. It's usually never in the camera. What I need to do is,
Why is this so blurry?
what I need to do is move, right? And when I
Okay.
move to
It'll
the,
refocus.
well, no, to the other place. And when I
Oh.
move to the place,
Okay. I
set
got
up
you. I got
desk,
you.
I'd like to have the mic hang down instead of it being here,
Oh, fair enough.
but out of the way of the camera.
Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. Sorry we
God
missed
just
last
cuts me
week.
off.
Oh, huh?
God just cuts me off. Ain't that something?
All right. There's a particular story I want to get to. The white planes.
Well,
So
every
white
everything
planes now.
is
Okay.
in order. But what I wanted to mention to you real quick, right? Since you wanna speed and stuff like that, you got somewhere to go. And matter of fact, you can actually go very soon. You can actually go wherever you want to go and see it from all different angles, because the Avata 360 has got some leaks here with the good old people over at Drone XL, where they say these are trustworthy leaks, but I don't see anything different than what was actually brought to attention from before.
You're right.
And I mean, let's be honest, we're talking about features and prices and stuff like that, and the fact that they claim it's already in the hands of YouTubers out there that's going to review it. But
Yeah.
all of the leaks from before was like, we all mentioned the 360-degree 8K video. We mentioned that, right?
Mhm.
We all know from the other stuff that has come out with the leaks on it that supposedly it's going to work with the the Motion 3 controller and the goggles N3 because we saw those pictures that they had leaked before, and there was a couple of talk about there being a new set of goggles and a rumor, but who knows? There's also talk about, well, we mentioned from, like I said, all of the leaks from before of the LiDAR and stuff like that. But the fact that they talking about OcuSync 4.0 or oh 04, I guess it's all the same friggin' thing, transmission. But to me, I'm just waiting to see this thing come out because
Yeah.
we have a couple of pictures of the drone, right? The Avata, the Avata. We had what they claim that they had what different pricing was listed on with Drone XL, right? They had a
Hmm.
price point that they
Yeah.
had, which I
Yeah.
thought
See,
was
this is
interesting.
interesting. The drone alone is expected to be around $500.
Mm-hmm,
Then you have the bundle with the
mm-hmm,
RC2 radio, which is the second version, um, for hold on, that's going for $699. Then you have the Fly More combo with the RC2 radio going for $1,000, and then the complete setup with the goggles and everything, twelve
mm-hmm.
hundred. And
Which is not bad at all, honestly, because
compared to how the anti gravity costs, hmm.
yeah, and then anti gravity didn't come out the box with a controller. You
Yep,
can't talk about a controller later on and I think that you're ahead of the game. I mean, you know, it's hard right now with companies to beat DJI right now because DJI in the last few years in the last couple of product runs, they just wait for you to show your cards, thinking you got the best cards in your hand, and they'll just put out the same product, maybe a little better. And we all know the quality and the ability, the capability of these drones that DJI puts out. And let's face it, when they put these drones out and they beat you on the price, that's it because we all know about the quality and the reliability on them. So if the price is better, why am I doing it? Why am I getting that? You know what I mean?
true.
And then that's where a lot of these companies, what makes it so hard for them. I personally felt that
They can't compete with the price.
what was that company? I forgot their name so quickly. Where they came out with that the drone that had the interchangeable cameras was about the same size as a little smaller than the Phantom series. And they had yeah, uh-huh. Right. And we
Um,
we had put in to buy one, but it took them so long that DJI said, you know what, here, America, here, world, have the Mavic
what
3.
the hell is the name of that drone? I
I forgot.
remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn, it came
a
and went
few
like that.
yeah, a few people did reviews on it. A couple of people. The first edition of it was trash. The second edition of it didn't seem so bad, but I don't know how well it took off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually got my money back, and I bought the Mavic 3.
Wow. I can't think of the name of that damn thing for nothing in the world.
Yeah, but
It'll come to us after the stream. You know that, right?
yeah, I know. I'm really interested in this one. What do you guys think out there in the chat on that
That's
about
why
the
I asked,
3?
is anyone plan on, in the chat, anyone plan on getting the Avata 360? Because for that price point, for $700, you get the RC controller with the screen and the drone. Getting the drone by itself is cool if you already have that controller and stuff like that, and or the goggles. But if you have nothing, now I have nothing OcuSync 4, Herman.
Well,
Would I
you
love to get the complete layout for 1200? Yeah,
can't get it.
but I can wait. I can still use it construction and work
Yeah,
wise for without the goggles.
just get it. But listen, check this out. The thing that I've noticed, right, and this is my take on this out of 360. Since I've been doing this, right,
Hmm.
more than ever, guys have always tried to downplay the aspect of editing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't really like it. They do it because they have to. Um, some guys have gone through every friggin' editing platform out there till they found what they've been able to just stay with. Some guys just really don't care. Now, I'm one of those guys that really don't care. I mean,
Right.
if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Now, um, to jump around from different platform to platforms, to each his own. What I do say is that some people will shy away from the keyframing and that aspect of editing and stuff like that. I don't know how easy DJI is going to make it, but they might even just do uh with their software like what they did with the. You remember how when they did the hyperlapse, you shoot a hyperlapse, it'll stitch together its own little one
Mm-hmm.
out of the shots that you took.
Even though it crops it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
well, even though it crops it, but I'm saying it'll still do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And for some, that was more than enough. They didn't care about the real process of creating a hyperlapse. Where if you shoot 375 photos, you have to color one, then
Mhm.
copy those colored settings over to the other 374 photos.
Right, but see, that's what I'm saying to you. A lot of
That's
guys
a lot of
shy
work for
away
some.
from the editing aspect of all of this.
Yeah,
And
true.
that's what I think that some guys, if they have the Avata 2, they're just fine without having to get the 360 because they may not want to go through having to do keyframing just to get the shot that they want. They rather shoot the
Yeah,
shot that they want
that's true. That's
and get
true.
it over with.
We use 7 minutes till first sponsor. Not bad.
Oh, really?
Seem to be
But yeah,
doing okay on the
that's
time.
just how I see it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I mean, I could be reading people wrong. I'm not, I mean, I don't know. But what I did want to get into real quick, Lawrence, because I mean, I just want to get it. Well, I don't know what story it is that you are interested in talking about, but what I was saying is that the Avata 360, I'm really waiting on that one. I really want to see how that's going to work. I want to see some of the reviews. I want to see the actual release. Well, the release on it, DJI releases are really just like a hype show. They're not really um,
Yeah,
educational anymore.
they don't put on shows like they used to
They're
back
really
in
not
the day.
educational anymore. They wait for the reviewers to educate you on it,
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true.
and then you take it from there at their standpoint, and then you either buy it or you don't. And if you get it, then you have your feelings about it.
Well, it's Eldon says definitely Avata 3. I want
Okay.
one. I'm going to make it a gust of wind take me. Oh, that's not good. Sky
What?
Control was saying that he almost had a gust of wind take him out at 45 miles per hour.
Take him out.
Well,
What
you
the
know he
hell?
rides a scooter, so he's already
Oh, okay.
moving,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
crosswind can hit you, and you feel like somebody pushed you.
You know, it's funny you say that, right? You know, it had gotten really cold this winter, and I was in between trying to do that review on the coat and end up having to have surgery, so I didn't get to finish filming the review. But before I had the surgery, I had heated gloves and stuff like that. And I went into the supermarket, and the lady in the supermarket was asking me if the gloves are really warm. I said, yeah, they're pretty good. I said, but when you get in the car, you need to take them off, or else your hands will sweat. So she said, no, I don't need them for the car. I need them for on the scooter. I'm like, oh, I'm not riding no scooter in this weather.
I hear you.
uh-uh. It's probably colder on the scooter than to walk.
Yeah, creating your own wind.
Well, you know what, Lawrence? I'm quite sure we have all seen the drones at the Olympics, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
drones have pushed Olympic broadcasting to new levels. believe it or not, the Olympics are using drones to broadcast, and I'm quite sure that if anybody has checked out any of the bobsleds and any of the sled track runs, they've seen that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whizzing behind the athletes. That's a shot of it behind the athletes on the track
Yeah.
on the sled tracks. So what I wanted to mention now was that I show you this. I'll show you how tiny this drone is up close. How tiny that is. These
Yeah.
drones
That's
have been custom made just for the Olympics and the
yeah.
broadcast because
Whoop style.
all it is a camera, and the system that's on it is used to broadcast, especially just for the Olympic Games. And they've said how they said it. They use the best cameras that they can find.
Yeah. Yeah. The best. I could only imagine what they are. Of course, using the O4 system, but
But yeah, I mean we all seen those things with them with that, and then they have a picture of it ducted.
yeah, yeah, that's one of the tinier ones.
Yeah,
That
that's
must have been that must have
tiny.
been behind the luge.
Yeah, or the skeleton.
Yeah, yeah, that also. Because I know the one that they used
Now,
to follow him down to swallow him is the next one you're going to show.
now, what we all know, right? Now, this is the thing I find interesting about this drone in particular is that it comes in at 243 grams, right? Now, I was looking at this thing with the pilots, and they were talking about how they they were able to practice for 2 weeks before the Olympics with the athletes going down the sled runs and stuff like that. So they were able to learn the track and everything. And there's people on the track who are there to pick up the drone. That's a one-way flight.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a one-way flight. They
right.
sit in a room
So
and actually
basically,
fly these things.
but basically, when it gets to the bottom, the guy at the bottom unplugs it, and then the guy at the radio up front he loses signal, and he plug back in. They plug in the next one, ready for the next run.
They actually have 15 of those little tiny guys that they made for that.
These here, yeah.
Yeah, 15 of those little guys.
Yeah,
So
in case you had a back out, the transmission system, it was designed specifically to carry that transmission system to broadcast live. Now, only thing is, I don't know what this antenna is on the side there. That
oh,
little antenna that was on the side,
um
the patch antenna, that particular one,
mhm.
um, I couldn't. I was trying to figure out what it was for, but I didn't get any answers by the live stream.
Oh,
But I
well,
know
anyway,
one of them in the back
they
was Crossfire. Was it
what I
Cross? Was
think
it
is
PLRS?
interesting.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. What I thought was interesting the fact that they came up with this just for the Olympics itself. And you know, I just listen. That's the first of its kind. This drone didn't exist until the Olympics, and neither did the one that you see flying behind these
The
guys
skiers,
here
yeah, those are
coming
the
down.
that's the 5 inch, yeah.
Now I have a close up photo of that actual drone that they use, but I thought it was interesting that the smaller guys actually can move. That they said that they're flying down those tracks at an average of 120 kilometers per hour, which is about 74.5 miles per hour. So they can give or take, and they were saying that how the cameras they can see the athletes so well that they know whether to get closer or to back off some,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was interesting. But a close up shot of that drone that they use on the ski slopes to catch the skiers down
yeah.
that's the drone right there.
Right. That's the 5 inch the 5 inch frame that they use. Actually, no, yeah, that's a 5 inch frame because the arms are curved. Okay.
What I thought was interesting is that there's actually two divisions, two teams at the Olympics for the drones. They're the drones for capturing the athletes
Mm-hmm.
on the runs, and then they're on the sled tracks, and then there's drones that they use to capture the actual Olympics itself as also a part of the broadcast. All of it has been done shot live.
Yeah.
And DJI drones were used up to Inspire as well to capture the footage and the aerial shots of the actual Olympics, the actual event
The
as
events that are
itself.
going on. Right.
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 The actual event areas and stuff like that. All of that was done in the other team, which is used to capture the beauty of the actual Olympics. And I thought that was a great little
I
piece.
was impressed with this Olympics because if you remember in the last ones that they had, Winter Olympics, they had just introduced it to them snowboarding. And the
Mm-hmm.
snowboarders were like, yo, we think it's pretty cool. And this year it was even more popular.
Hmm.
But I would have, as an FPV pilot, I would have liked to follow the slalom because that was a straight run, straight down. As they zigzag back and forth, you just
Uh-huh.
made the straight run straight down to the bottom. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But the bobsled, I didn't see that. I have to look for that on YouTube. The
But the
bobsled
bobsled,
runs. I saw
yeah,
the luge.
they
I saw
use
the
that
luge,
same
but I
little
didn't
guy.
see the bobsled ones.
Yeah, the bobsleds, they use that little guy, the little tiny one,
Yeah.
when the bobsled runs, which was
And now
pretty
keep
cool.
in mind, that's a 3-inch drone
Hmm.
doing about 75 miles per hour, give or take, depending on what speed they're cruising at.
Well, he said that was the average speed of the athletes that he's got to keep up with.
Right. The world class athletes at that. Because everyone
There's
else
some
is obviously
guys, there's
slower.
some guys that are faster.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
not too
so
bad.
you got to remember, you got both men and women competing in these events. So,
Hmm. This is true. This is true. But
and a lot
I,
of the
I,
women
de-
from these different countries were cleaning up on these medals. But wow,
yeah, yeah. It's not just the European countries anymore. There's a lot. China and Japan, they did pretty good too. I think with medals.
well, it gets cold there.
Yeah, true. Did Jim's droning said, did YouTube go blank last night or was that a dream?
Who
Um, did YouTube go blank last night or was it a dream? It
at
might
what
have been
time?
because Herman was having problems with vidIQ, right?
Hold on, at what time?
At what time, Jim's?
He said last night.
Yeah. Did YouTube go blank last night or was that a dream?
I don't know because I didn't. I wasn't on. I wasn't on last night.
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about. In fact, I went to bed early. I passed out.
Passing out.
He said, oh, between 9 and 10. So, Eldon, you experienced it also. What's going
Okay,
on?
that's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, weird. Brian thinks around 8. See, Eldon says around between 9 and 10, depending on your guys' time zones where we at 8 Eastern. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so I had no idea because I was
I
not
didn't. I didn't
on
notice.
YouTube
I
or
didn't
my
see it.
phone.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I doing?
I was watching anime. I was. At 8 o'clock, I either watch a movie or a series. I've learned to binge watch people. Yes, I've stepped into the 21st century
He was
and I've
watching
learned to
anime.
binge watch. But binge watching for me is like 4
Uh,
or
you
5 now. It used to be
now
1 or 2. Now it's
hold
4 or 5.
on.
Huh?
Binge watching. The like okay, when you talk about binge watching, right? There's certain shows that I will binge watch because it's the way that they film it.
Oh, we
It's
missed our
the
first
way.
sponsor, bro.
Oh, really? Let's go to that sponsor and come right back. For the live stream that talks about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. Tune in every Wednesday night to Wednesday Night with those guys. Okay.
Yeah,
But
what they said.
yeah. So binge watching, you were saying, right? Certain programs are, to me, are designed for you to sit there and binge watch because they run it in a way that it cuts you off and then it brings you right back at that same point in the next episode.
Yeah.
So something like that you would binge watch.
Okay.
All right, let me give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I don't know if anybody else watches it, but there's a show out there called The Pit. It's about an emergency room in Pittsburgh, right?
Mm-hmm.
One day in the emergency room. The
Okay.
whole season is one day in the emergency room.
Wow.
So each episode each hour of the day of them in
So
the
you basically say
emergency
each
room
episode is an hour and a shift.
of the shift. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
So something like that. When I watch it, I just let it go and I'll watch the whole season one time.
Is it a half hour, hour? What?
It's an hour.
Okay. Let's see.
But but the way they do it, like for instance, like say somebody gets snuffed and punched in the face, and
Right.
that's the end of the show. And when it comes back next week, you be sitting on the floor like because you just got punched in the snot box.
I got you. I got you.
That's
So
how they
they
do
keep
it.
you open.
Right. So that's why I binge watch that. But
Okay.
anyway. Oh man. Funny, I was I'm all over LinkedIn, right? And your Vic Moss and a message that was there from the DSPA, the Drone Service Providers Alliance. They're
Yes.
calling for people to let their voice be heard and comment to the White House. And why this needs to be done because everybody knows the recent occurrences now is going on and everything that has been going on in the drone industry with the drones that we um, use, most of us, whether it be commercial or as recreational. It's one of the best tools out there and on the market. It's for what it is. It's cost effective, and it's cost efficient, I should say, actually. And it's a very reliable system that we've all become accustomed to using. And many small businesses like myself that
Right.
buy these drones and use these drones to conduct business. And now these things are being taken away. But we as consumers and people here in the United States, we can comment to the White House. You can go. There's a link in the description with
And I
the
just put in the chat.
Drone Advocacy Alliance um, to leave your comments to the White House. Put together your letters, make it make sense.
Please make
Don't
it
bombard
legible.
them. Don't bombard them with craziness. Well, it's a computer type thing, so it's going to be legible. Well, when you put
You're
together
limited
these,
to 4,000 characters as well.
oh, yeah, well, put together something and tell them your story and how it affects you, what it is you do, and how it affects you and others that you know. Um, whether you have a live stream or have a business, whatever, or even as a recreational pilot. Lawrence, you
Yeah.
have that thing you can put up.
Yeah.
It
I have
shows you
right here.
exactly how to go about doing it when you go in to make your voice heard with
Yeah.
the
Um, right here. You
got it full
have
screen.
you have Vic Moss actually has a page for anyone to need understand there's multiple
Well, no,
campaigns.
I'm talking about the letter, the actual White House, to
The
the White
link
House. Yes, the
The link
actual.
to it is right here. Hold on. This is it right here. Contact us page. Let me just get off of that sharing. Stop sharing that and go to this here. White House contact us page right here. And
That's
everything you do, this is the one.
yeah.
Yeah. And
That,
everything we do in administration be inspired by strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country. We will not forget our Constitution. And we will not forget our God. um, our ruler, Donald J. Trump. And here's the form right here. You can decide whether to send it to him, the president, or the vice president. Oh,
Hmm.
this gives you the option of doing so. You can send one to the president directly and one to the vice president. Of course, someone else will read it, etc. But this is the actual form right here for you to
Do
fill out.
you have the actual one from Vic Moss itself? The actual when you
Copy.
go to that.
I actually have that link also. Let me stop sharing
That's what
this.
I was asking you for.
That's the one for Vic Morse. That's this one here that I was showing first. Hold
No,
on.
what you were
From LinkedIn.
showing, what you were showing LinkedIn. That LinkedIn page takes you to the actual thing on the Drone Advocacy Alliance.
Oh, I have the actual Drone
Open.
Advocacy Alliance. Yes, I was showing
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Go to the page of Vic Moss and open that link.
Okay, open the link. I have this.
Show that.
I have this. This is what I guess I didn't show it. This page right here, where you can leave your comments, right?
Yes,
That's yeah,
that page.
that's yeah, I do have this. I have it loaded. What you can do, it tells you everything that you can do. Be nice in your language. I mean, you are sending government officials something
Yes.
that you want them to respect. Okay, and it shows how you can contact the White House. Yes, I had this up.
No,
And
you didn't.
here's the link right here that takes you to the contact us page
Now,
where
there's also a few other things you can make comment on. Also, and is the fact that we're not able to get a lot of goods, these products through that. Even the ones that have FCC approval, we're not
yes.
able to get them directly from DJI. So you can make that comment. Made known in your comments.
Right. And also be
Comment
sure to put
directly
in the
to it.
comment. Also be sure to put in the comment if you are expected to not use DJI drones anymore, what drones out there are affordable for you for us? Because if you think about it, I know
Uh-huh.
police agencies are will be funded money to purchase these
Uh-huh.
things. You know,
Well,
uh,
they actually
as a
have
small
purpose-built
business
drones.
like us, Herman, no one's going to help us replace our drones.
Right, but what I'm saying to you is that they're actually using purpose-built drones
True,
for specific things. There is no drones that they're making here in the United States that you can use for cinematic use, other than
and
most of the
Inspire.
foreign drones on land. No, that's still
Oh
DJI, but
yeah, that's not on the
unless
blue
there's
list.
something that you can actually attach a mirrorless camera to and
Yeah,
still get the same, if not better quality, maybe in the footage. But
yeah, it is what it is. But I will put the link to this page here in the chat.
mhm,
It's also in the description in
you
case you
still
missed it.
really, it still gets kind of hard. Certain drones that were made, like for instance, like which is discontinued now. What's that? The one from Sony that
Yeah, yeah,
actually work with some of the Sony cameras. So there's certain things that you could do and could not do. Now, when you start putting the mirrorless camera on the drone, these drones have to be able to use certain things for you to be able to use certain controls on your camera. Camera's going to be up there, not in your hand.
true. That's true. You know, for as far as mapping, I know a lot of drones now are coming with the attachment that you can put a lidar on. Hmm. Let's see where that goes.
I
Hey,
mean,
Angie, how are you?
Andre, what's good? I just feel the guys really need to make their voices heard on this. Contact them, do what you can, say, let them know how you feel. You know,
AZ Drone Dude, how are you?
what do you think, Lawrence?
I agree. I put the link in the chat. Go to the Drone Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Leave your
Drone
comments.
Advocacy Alliance, yes.
It gives you the option of sending a letter to the vice president or the president. whichever
Now,
one you feel, or maybe both.
now, also, there's other campaigns and other things you can also comment on that is on that. There's always going to be a link in the description on this stream for the
Hmm.
Drone Advocacy Alliance for you to let your local and your guys in Washington uh, hear what you have to say. It's not just localized to one or any specific states.
Yeah,
Um, a lot of the stuff is happening everywhere, you know, as far as guys not being, like I said, not being able to purchase stuff, and no one will be able to purchase anything in the next few years.
hmm.
So if this continues,
Right.
so if it's something that can be done, or they like they said, keep the hope alive, right? But make your voice be heard.
This is true. This is very, very
You're,
true.
you're losing a very reliable tool. You know, I actually had a conversation with a police officer about it because I got a call back on one of my permit applications, and we were talking about the drones and transitioning and what the FAA clarifies and constitutes flying over people and moving traffic.
Right.
And he mentioned twice the drones that you're using. I was like, I'm using the same drones that you guys were using until you got bamboozled into using some crap. And now
Right.
you use what you use. He just bust out laughing.
Yeah. See, he knows. He knows they were shafted. They were given. He knows they were laughing at him.
It's like,
Stuck
uh-oh.
at work. Hey,
Uh-oh.
hey. I hope you're on your lunch break. I don't want you getting in trouble. Supposed to
Oh,
be
you said
working,
stuck
and
at
she
work.
listening. Supposed to be working, and she listening to the live stream.
You said, hey guys, happy Wednesday, right? Well, all that takes is a phone and an earpiece. But yeah,
True.
hey, happy Wednesday, right? You put on here, right? But you put a glass here. You're not drinking at work, are you?
Ooh.
I'm telling.
What'd you say? You're telling?
Hmm.
Huh. Okay. All
No,
right.
guys, but seriously, make sure you make your voices heard
Yeah,
on that.
please do.
The put together something. Tell them your story
The
and how it
last time
affects
we
you.
used the Drone Alliance, right, Herman? A
The
lot of
Drone Advocacy
responses
Alliance.
got through.
Yeah, actually, you just get. Oh, well, I got a message back from your man Shoemaker. Schumer.
Really? What's going on?
Well, the last time I did it, I got a response from his office.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I did. I think I got one as well. Upon the completion, it came back about 3 days, or 2 or 3 days later, something
Hmm.
like that. Yeah, I remember.
Talking about how they understand. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Is
If
that
you
Gary?
understood, you wouldn't be sending out an automated message. Hey,
Right.
Gary, how are you?
Is that Gary over there? What's
Yeah,
going
that's
on, Gary?
Gary. That's
I
Gary.
had the misfortune to actually have surgery on one day and go home and end up having the flu.
You caught the flu in there.
um,
You went
I
and had the
don't
operation. Someone gave you the flu on the way up in the elevator, who was either going in or coming out, and now you've got the
I
flu,
don't think it actually works like that.
and that person's feeling better now at home. I
I don't
know.
think it actually works like that. I think it's actually
Anti pains
around
at
hanging
work.
around you for a day or so. Excuse me, before it actually hits you.
Oh, okay. Well, Angie says she can't type names because she's near her boss. LOL. Shh. Well, don't you think you should put the phone in your pocket and just listen? I'm hoping you got a Bluetooth on. Tell me you
Yeah,
do have a Bluetooth listening. And
that
you're
would
not
make sense.
one of them people that be frying McDonald's hamburgers with their phone watching YouTube.
So you want her tell you that she's wearing an earpiece and she just said the boss is around?
Hey, she's already taken the risk.
Oh, look at
She's
this. He
already
don't
taken the risk, bro.
see that.
Mm-hmm.
He don't care, Angie. Get off her. Oh, here.
Angie's trying to get in the drone department so she can fly one of them drones.
That's what it is.
Then if you ever get that position, Angie, flying drones, then what you have to do is tell your moms to make an order and see if you get to fly that drone to the load that drone up or launch it to go out on that mission. That would be
Do they
kind of fun.
deliver in your area?
Yeah, have they
Where you live
started the
at?
delivery in your area?
No, not from where you're working, but to where you live, the area where
Yeah.
you live. Because I want to know somebody that can get drone delivery.
Yeah, I want somebody to yeah, to record it and send it in to us.
I would really like to see that if they can get drone delivery.
They do here. They deliver
They
there.
they deliver to your house. Order something.
No, she says that store that she's at, they do deliveries, but
Oh no, I want to know who can get deliveries at their house because we,
yeah,
we don't have
yeah,
we don't have drone delivery out here.
true.
You know what I wanted to mention real quick, Lawrence?
What's that?
Well, DJI's former sales VP has been he has been detained on I guess they say on bribery charges. Believe it or not, mm, ooh, he is the former VP of sales
For DJI.
for DJI, right? But with this here, they saying suspected of who? Damn, on these bribery cases here. This is during his 5 year tenure at DJI, apparently. And he apparently oversaw DJI's entire global sales operation from what was it, May of 2019 to May of 2024.
Okay.
According to what I've read, DJI has not publicly commented on it. Um, I don't know if he's been snatched up for bribery charges in China. I don't I
Go
don't know how
figure.
I don't know how that works in China because it happened recently that he was snatched up, but they're saying this had occurred and there was so much that he had to gain from it, uh, illicit gains, they want to say.
Yeah.
And this supposedly happened during his 5 year tenure, and this is was done through some of the partnerships and stuff that they had, and of actually an order. What's it? Yeah, so yeah, different partnerships that they had. So I mean, look, who was he taking these bribes from? I don't know, but the I, it,
Well, it's funny you
I
say
just
that.
when you say China, right? I don't think it's the same as getting arrested for bribery. Do you get arrested for bribery in America?
I don't know. I've never seen it happen.
Because no, because can't you pay somebody to make a court case go away like you
Oh, that's what it's called?
that's bribery.
I know. I know, but I now I see that court cases disappear all the time here in the states.
Well, I'm gonna give you this money right here so you don't go to court with this.
Right,
It's
right. So you,
bribery.
yeah,
If the
we're just
government
saying.
actually cared about it, you would actually have to go to court. So I don't think that bribery is illegal
Jim
here in America.
Joni said he'll bribe anyone in China to send him an Avata 360.
Well, see that once again, right? Here we go with the bribery thing in China. I think bribery in China is different than bribery in America. Like this dude is gone.
True. Yeah, yeah. They
I'm just
they
trying to. I'm just picturing him getting whacked with those rubber hoses and stuff like that to get in line.
That's what it is.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Listen, I've never gone to jail in China. I couldn't tell you what it's like.
That's funny.
I just know that it's not like in America where that would okay. In America, right, in the business, right, sense that would be what,
Hmm.
like a federal charge probably, right? So
Yes.
like how it's white collar, they call it, and this is business and it's money transaction,
Right.
you would not be considered as a violent criminal. So he'd end up in like a camp or something like that. And if it's and where do all of the business guys go to? The one out in California, and
Exactly. 4 minutes till his sponsor, an
they go
FPV Corner.
they go to the one out in California. They got I think there's another one in Oklahoma that's pretty good. They all go
Well,
to too.
apparently in China, you can get arrested for bribery.
Yeah,
As far as what Herman was saying, did they actually arrest people for bribery? It's kind of far fetched because we rarely see that here in the States. You know, I mean,
saying.
a judge is willing to throw the book at somebody here in the States, and then he comes back to court next month and case dismissed.
Yeah, because the guy settled out of court to not to shut up about what you did.
Right, right. And everybody gets to go home. Well, whatever. That's it is what it is, right?
Hey, listen. All I know, listen. I'm not saying that the guy's guilty. I'm just don't. I feel bad for him.
Well, what they did say go as far as to say this in a story that it's strange that certain DJI sales
Hmm.
were allowed in some countries and other competitors were stifled or not allowed to be sold in those countries. So they think he had a lot to do with the
Right.
influence.
That's what I mean about this partnership.
Yeah,
And
yeah. In fact, they go to say that the investigation found 45 employees involved in the supply chain fraud. 29 were fired and 16 were turned over to the police.
right. So he
And
ain't.
and at least 100 people would be implicated in this.
So somebody's testifying against him.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
definitely.
I'm telling you, they whacking him with a rubber hose over there right now.
Says DJI purchasing officers LV Long and Ying Dan were sentenced to prison for accepting 3.63 million in yen, which
Hmm.
converts to,
A
they
lot of
didn't
money.
show what that converted to, but they show what everything else converted to.
But that's not the first time that DJI has had some issues with.
Yeah, this is the second time DJI's people have been in trouble.
Yeah, well, it happens. Just like
It
any other
does.
company. Just that if he was with like JP Morgan, they would hire him back as a consultant. He would,
Yeah, right. We got a minute till sponsor.
let's do that sponsor, and then we can go to FPV Corner.
Okay, we can do that. That sounds good. That
All
sounds
right,
what's up.
let's get that sponsor in. There we go. Jonah Dare. If you're a Part 107 and you're looking to scale your operations and you want to get out there and do all the work and leave all of the office work to someone else, then Drona Dare is for you. This is where you can book new clients, show off your work, tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot. If this is something that you need, then Drona Dare is for you. Check out the link in the description. Drona Dare. It's for you.
Hmm.
And we're
Okay.
back.
Okay. That's
Now,
what's up.
um, I'm wondering, we got FPV Corner coming up, right, Lawrence?
Yeah. 6 o'clock on the nose.
Well, who do we have for FPV Corner tonight?
Okay. Tonight for FPV Corner, we have Mr. Nice Guy FPV. He's one of the guys that flies without. So let's put him on screen and bring him in.
How are
Mr.
you doing?
Nice Guy FPV, how are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
We're good,
Good,
man. We're
good.
good. Let people know who you
Now,
are, where you fly. Who you fly with?
I primarily fly the Jersey Shore and South Jersey,
Okay,
Okay.
the South Jersey crew.
okay.
Oh,
We've had
all
a
right.
few
I've heard
guys.
the name. I just never seen the face.
That's highly possible. Yes, on Facebook, that's possible. But we've had a few guys from South your group on here on FPV Corner, so it's only fair we have even more. You guys want to keep coming on, keep sending people my way. Definitely.
Absolutely.
First, I have to say I like the drone display in the back.
Thank you.
Okay.
My ex would never have it.
I'm lucky. My wife actually forced me to do it.
Oh, see, good woman. She's a keeper.
Absolutely.
That's a keeper, bro. She's helping feed your fix.
If it
For
wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be as deep into it. I got to say,
okay,
she
that's
kept
what's
pushing
up.
me. Her and the kids are probably like my biggest fans.
Okay.
It's good to have family behind you.
Absolutely. I turned it into like a family thing. It's like when we go out and
Okay,
fly on like Saturdays or Sundays, it's like a whole
Hmm.
family day out trip, lunch packed, tents, boombox, the whole nine.
Oh,
okay,
okay. Sounds
all
like
right.
fun.
Hold on. They got jokes in the chat. Hold on. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Oh, dirty or Jersey Shore?
Uh-oh.
Sometimes it's dirty,
Huh?
depending on where you at.
Okay, I was just wondering. Now he's in Canada though, so I'm like, what does he know about? Okay, Jersey Shore, I could see.
You ain't right.
Yeah, they call it, dirty Jersey, seaside.
Oh, see, I had no idea. They learn something every day. Now, what do you fly? What protocol do you use? Are
I
you analog? Are you digital?
I'm digital. I have DJI. I got O4s. I
Okay.
build and fly Triton frames from Jack's 3D printing. So I got
Okay,
most of my stuff on my wall is all Jack Triton's frames. Uh,
okay. That's a
protocol,
great way to
uh,
support a local company.
yeah, American made and American, shipped, all over the place. It's a good
So
guy.
you fly oh 04. I see you have a few. I see a few. Looks like you have a few 5 inches there.
I got all
And
fives behind me, and the one in the center is a 7 inch.
okay, okay, all right. How long you been flying
March
FPV?
will be a year. I kind of got
Oh,
sucked
so
in
Okay.
real
you're
quick.
about to pop. You're about to pop your FPV cherry.
Yep, yeah. March will be a year. I think March 27th is the first package that I bought from one of the fellow guys on South Jersey crew,
Okay.
and that's what got me into the whole crew. And then ever since then, they're like all family. Every time we get a chance to go out, we go out and fly, and we all teach each other shit. They teach me
What?
more shit than I teach them, though.
Huh? They teach you more?
Yeah, they teach
No.
me more than I teach them.
Well, they've been flying a little longer than you, so you
Absolutely.
just you still got to get time under your belt. And I like the fact that you're fresh into FPV, and you have that thirst to keep going. Now, obvious, I saw on your Instagram, which I just posted in the chat, that you build your own stuff.
Absolutely.
And did
I
you,
never
did you
bought
start out in electronics? I mean, where'd you get your soldering skills from? Or you went to
So my
YouTube?
father-in-law is actually the one that taught me how to solder. We sat down at a barbecue one day. I told him I was interested into building a drone. I had a lot of questions about, what a hot pad is, what happens if you overheat a pad, how it's supposed to look flowed. Trade-wise, I'm a plumber, so I know how to solder pipes together. But soldering
Okay.
electrical components is completely different. You know,
Right.
it's a completely different animal. But with his coaching and with him looking over my shoulder, a couple times, a couple practice boards down, I just kind of went with it and kept going.
Now you said something that was key because I didn't do that. And now looking back at it, I wish I had. You said a soldering board
Hmm.
Absolutely,
and practice boards.
absolutely, yeah. Because
And
you don't.
and
I mean, you spend all that money on a flight stack. The worst thing that can happen is you have a lifted pad, and how do you fix that? I mean, you can, but I mean, it's a lot of work.
true, true, very, very true. I had to shorten your TikTok link. All of your links are in the description. So if you guys want to go by and support either his YouTube, Instagram, you're mostly on Instagram, right? And
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook. I kind of lacked on YouTube for a little bit, but I got to get back on that. And then TikTok was a big push. It was just easy.
well, it just it's a lot of stuff. You know,
Absolutely.
no one told you when you got into FPV, you'd have all these platforms to I call it whoring yourself. Every
I
place
mean, it's the truth. Yeah, because every time you turn around, you got to. And then, like, what something that I normally do is every time I post from one platform to another, I change the music
Okay.
and I
okay,
use their music and whatever they first, say, okay, this is the first song they give. That's the song that I use. I'm like, all
yeah,
right, screw it. Let's keep going over to the next one. And so it's like by the end of the day, after you think about it, if you go out and you fly 12 packs or 10 packs that day, you got 12 4-minute clips from each drone that you flew, and then
yeah.
try to break that down into videos. You can have enough video footage realistically, for a month. You can only go about once too.
You have a valid point there. Very valid point. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find something here.
What are you
Okay,
trying to
that's not what I was looking for. I have, hold on. I
find? A
have
video?
a short that you did,
Okay.
and it's in the backyard. It says clocked out, kissed the wife, and, and then teleported to the backyard. It was a short that you had did in your backyard. And I'd like to say first. Wait a minute. First of all, that's not sharing it. That didn't. Oh, that was sharing.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
sharing.
it's sharing. So why did? How did I lose it?
You
Let me
lost
stop here. Hold on a second. Stop sharing. Go back to it. Okay, there it is. See, they do something different now. When you, Herman, my screen shrinks. Now, I
it.
want to say
That's
your
you.
wife has to be with this because you're obviously flying in the backyard. And
Oh, absolutely.
I left a comment on how do your neighbors like the fact that you fly FPV
Well, we wound up moving a little bit after that.
now? For the better, I hope.
Oh, definitely. We upsized. We were outgrowing our house, so we kind of just started experimenting with that. I think I'm flying my Pavo 20 Pro there,
Okay.
and then I started running my 3.5 inch that I was playing with a little bit, and then I got a little more ballsy and started running my 5 inch in the backyard, and then we started moving, and I
Oh,
was like, oh well, time to take a break.
okay.
It's probably for the
Okay.
better.
I'm being honest with you, and I must say, I've always grown. I've lived in private houses, but when I did, I wasn't flying FPV. And I left a comment on your page and saying my neighbors would fucking hate me because I see guys that live in houses that fly FPV that go 3 blocks down, go around the corner like they're walking a dog, come back up behind someone's backyard, all kinds of stuff like
Oh
that.
man, I
So
wish I had the balls to do that. I don't. I don't because just how expensive the birds are now. Yeah, I mean, if you lose it in a tree or you crash it in the back of back of somebody's yard, and then they're not going to let you go back there and get it.
we'll see. That's an issue I have, and it might be why I don't try to learn any more about freestyling. But I see you're working your way into freestyle and doing barrel rolls and backflips and stuff, which is
Absolutely.
as far as I'll go. I won't go any. I won't. I'll do a power loop. I will not do anything else other than that.
I
Diving
like
through
the
trees.
split S's are really nice, and they're nice to pull off with a high dive. That's pretty cool.
Those
I
are
like
okay. I can do a split S also, but I'm not diving through a hole of trees like that and pulling
No,
out.
I haven't gotten that. Well, so this year I promised myself that I was going to try more tricks, and I have walk snail and DJI, so I'm going to put a lot of effort into walk snail and just have a couple birds that I can fly. That if I smash up and break, then I'm just completely cool with. Until the whole thing with DJI kind of just levels out, gets better, or maybe something else replaces it. Who knows what's going to happen with it? But um, as it is right now, I got a lot more DGI than I do walks now, and I want to kind of keep it that way.
Well, I was like that. Domino, Ohio is in here shouting you out real quick. He's going, that's my boy Ant. What's up, Domino? Thanks for coming in and showing some support to Mr. Nice Guy.
What's up,
We,
buddy?
we you fly if he flies FPV, get him on here, man, after you. Pass him through. You know. How many guys fly together in Jersey there with
I
you guys?
mean,
Because I saw one of the videos, maybe about 4, 5, 6, 5 between 4 and 6 of you guys
Yeah,
regularly?
it's about that. It's about 6 of us that fly on a regular basis. I don't really go out too much further. Those guys kind of stick out more west and northwest. They're more that direction. I'm more coast coast. Like I'm like 20, 30 minutes from Atlantic City.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
So I'm on the shore.
because some of the guys from your group, Jersey, South Jersey, FPV, have been over here to New York to like Pilgrim and places like that.
Yeah, I've heard stories about that place. I really want to check it out.
Dude,
So
I did
true.
my first freestyle there.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have a water.
I've seen the what was it, Beast of the East, right? They do there.
Yes, yes, they
Yeah,
have
so
that every
I
year.
saw that, and I love that. That like that place is so cool. I really want to get a chance to get out there this year.
Well, they have where they have the Beast of the East at, which is behind the hospital, and then
Okay.
at the other end of the property they have a water tower. And I did what I called my first. To me, it was like a slow motion freestyle because I was afraid to go any faster. But I did a few tricks and a few loops and went up and dived the water tower. And I called it a freestyle and I never tried it again because my heart was beating so fast. Like, wow, I
Oh yeah,
survived.
that reminds me of the first time I ever took off and actually flew the first drone I built.
Get
It was
out.
the adrenaline rush was just nothing compared to it. It's like going on a roller coaster for the first time.
It is. Now, have you ever flown camera drone?
No, no, I never. Anything I've ever flown, I've built myself. So I can't really
Okay.
say that I've ever did any type of cinematic shots or anything like that. I mean, I have messed around with the Pavo like that because it's built for stuff like that.
Right.
But it's a hell of a freestyle rig too. I mean, like it can get down, it can burn. If you put that on acro, it's going.
I have the Pavo Pico and the Pavo 25 V2.
Okay.
Which we use the 25 V2 for like for work, construction,
Yeah.
trying to get cinematic stuff there. But my Pavo Pico, I love that little thing.
Oh, they're great. I got a little tiny Meteor 75 that I kind of just keep, it's just on the little deck off to the side. And so I usually fly this, rip this around the house when I'm bored.
Hmm.
Okay, I was wondering what you were flying. I tried it with the Pavo Pico. I just I have more fun flying it outside because by the time someone goes, "Oh, look at the cute little," it's gone.
Oh yeah. Well, they say the 75 Meteor is more for an outside rig, but I
Yeah,
ripped it around. I changed the rates around a little bit on that one so I can handle the indoor. It's not too bad, but I've seen videos where guys were ripping them up. It looked like they were coming up close to like.
oh, they have a guy here in New York. I don't know if you're familiar with him called FPV Vegan.
Okay.
He actually dived the Empire State Building with one.
Oh, that must have been a cool shot.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't have before DJI made FPV. So, Jim Joning says he used to have the Pavo 30 before DJI got into FPV.
Oh,
Okay, all right, that's what's up.
I seen. I
Hmm.
think they do. They make a. I think they make a 35 too. I thought it was.
I haven't been looking at drones. I don't like to look at drones unless I can buy them.
I know
And,
that.
and, and that's a problem with me because I can't go into a store knowing that I'm not going to come out with something. So rather than tease myself, I won't look at anything new because there's a lot of shit I want.
Oh,
I want to
absolutely.
convert walk snail
So just buy
because
it.
I got stuck on the O3 system because I
Uh,
joined too late.
okay.
So I basically got shitted on about a year and a half after converting almost everything. But I
Walk
still
snail's
have
not
some
too bad to
cap,
jump on.
huh?
Walk snail's not too bad to jump on.
I know.
It's not DJI. We all know that. It's not DJI. It's not that.
Yeah, at this point I wouldn't care, but I've seen things through the O3 system that I would not have seen analog. I mean, little thin
Absolutely.
wires, scraggle, and on the O4 system, it's even better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see so much better with the O4. And then for me, going from O4 back to walk snail, I mean, I wouldn't be trying to shoot a gap with trees at all. I would be probably sticking away from that. The most I would probably want to do is probably split S's through some type of gap that's not a tree.
Yeah, yeah, I
You're gonna
feel
hit something. You definitely are.
Now, which one is your favorite bird up there, back there?
Oh man. Um.
Which one do you find? Which one has more mileage on it? I should say. 'Cause that's how you know. You don't ask a guy what's his favorite car. You ask him which one has the most mileage. And then
Well,
you'll know
if we're
which one
going
you
with
drive.
favorite, I'd probably go with this one, just because that's
Just
flashy
because
and it's
what
red
the red and
and
white
it's quick.
scheme.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to shout out your boy Jack's 3D printing because a lot of guys don't know his frames come colored. Am I correct?
Absolutely. So Jack's got silver frames.
Uh-huh.
Jack's got black frames. He's got blue frames. I got a red one right here behind me that I just got in the mail. I just bought off of one of the
See,
fellow
that's
guys,
hot.
Orange FPV.
Hold on. Let me feature you on that one. That's hot, like that.
Oh yeah, this is red.
I want to get some frames from Jack, but my problem is I haven't decided what system I'm going to put in them.
Well, so that's the beauty. If you contact Jack and you say, "Hey, Jack, listen, I got walk snail," and if you want it a certain type of way, he'll work with you and make you a walk snail, camera mount for it. Um,
Okay,
Just like
okay.
he's got the newer ones, which is the squishy, which
Yeah,
is
everybody's going squishy these days.
right, and this one's a purple frame. So this is
Right.
a purple one from Jack's 3D.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. I see it. A deep purple at that.
Right. I mean, it's got a little bit more of a sheen when it's like in person and whatnot, but this one flies and handles beautifully. But if I wanted to, I could rip the O4 out of here and I could put a walk snail, Avatar Pro in here if I really needed to.
Okay. I see what you're saying. That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely give it a look. See, I mean, it's definitely worth it. I mean, I like his frames. A lot of guys, fly his stuff. Everybody likes their frame, though. There's always that one frame that kind of speaks to you. I kind of like
yeah.
the Triton deal. Like the symbol.
Well, see,
Okay.
I'm like that, and I guess I'm like that too. You're familiar with Mr. Croc,
No, I've heard of
the
him.
Mr. Croc frame? They are
Okay,
Flywoo company. The arms are curved.
I
They
like
got
those props.
these here.
Yeah, those props are sweet.
I try to do freestyle with this. I'm just afraid to smash my camera.
That's the whole reason why I started embracing my walk snail portion of my arsenal because I don't want to break a DJI camera. I'd rather break a walk snail where I know I can get it replaced easily. And well, if I'm learning a trick or whatnot, I'd rather smash up that and then I can perfect it and I can do it over and over again with one of
And
these.
walk snail is cheaper. Their VTXs aren't too. Their VTXs
I
aren't too
just
expensive.
I just bought one from Wrecked, I think it was, and the ones that were I was getting that were 148 for a VTX just went up to 201. So they are kind of getting some headway on them.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
What's the
you can get it.
resolution of the cameras? What's the resolution
I'm not
on
100% sure. I think it's 1080. I want to say,
okay.
but it's not like like DJI. You got the card right on there. You know what I mean? Like you can pull your. It's not transmitting from the drone to the cameras and then getting recorded to the goggles. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But the moon for I think it's their moon camera.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one
I
or the
did hear of that
GT.
model.
Yeah, I think the GT. That one has a storage disk in there where you can put an SD card in there.
Okay.
So I'm not
Okay.
sure what the resolutions are on that one, but that's one I wanted to try. But I believe they're just as thick as the O3s for the VTX actual box.
All right. That's interesting because I figured I would keep this O3 stuff until it doesn't work anymore. Or I find somebody with some O3 stuff because I still have one or two birds that I wanted to convert to O3, but it doesn't make any sense. You
Absolutely.
might as well just take them and I got to get past this
Four.
Avata 360 first, bro. Because
Go to
this
O
DJI
four.
Avata 360 that's coming out.
Go to O four.
go
I
to
mean,
oh
you
04.
could go to the '04, but I mean, the cheapest '04 that I saw right now is 376.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I think that's U.S.
Yes.
Drone Supply. I think that's the name of the company that was
Yeah.
selling for that.
376, 378. I've seen as high as 378, I think was the highest I've seen for it.
Yeah,
And
it's
and
crazy.
I don't want it to happen. I already got burnt by the '03. I'm pretty much coming last to the party. I'm walking in, half the food's already eaten, you
That's how
know.
I feel. That's exactly well because how I got into this. I haven't even hit a year in being that deep, and then now it's like this is getting banned and that's getting changed, and this used to be $70, now it's $170. You know what I mean? So you go and buy motors, and like you're trying to buy a good motor, and like they're like, you talk to other guys, and they're like, I remember when that motor was $12 a motor, now it's 27, and it's like shit.
Right. For the price of for the price of motors now, you used to be able to get a stack.
Absolutely, I've been using those. What do you call it? What do I call
Do you have a preference on
it?
stacks?
So I was doing Speedy B for a while, the Speedy B F7 chips, the
Yeah,
flagship, and then I had a
I have
problem
a
with
few
one.
of those.
What was that?
I have a few of those.
So I had a problem with one, and I built it, and I went to go test fly it in the backyard just to bring it up, hover it, pitch forward, pitch back, left, right, and then land it. As soon as I hit arm, it would just spin out. So I took it back thinking maybe there was prop orientation. I went back and I tried this and I tried about a million different other things. I think it was the gyro that was bad. And
Okay,
in between that and I got a couple SkyStar stacks. I bought a couple used things from Jack actually, from Jack's 3D printing that he was selling. And he had, I think it was two stacks and the one lot that he was getting rid of. And that's the stack that was on my 7-inch. And I took it up, I flew it, I loved it. Never had any problems with it. And then I bought another one, and this one I think had 3 gyros in it built into it.
okay,
I never had issues with that one, and they both fly and hover wonderfully. And that's the one that is in this one. And ever since this one, I flew this one. I ripped this one real hard. I never had any issues with it, and not a lot of prop wash or anything. I'm SkyStar now. I mean, I think they're, in my opinion, one of the better
I'm
stacks.
glad to hear somebody say something about SkyStar because I need to buy another stack to
I
put
love them.
in. I need to buy another stack to put in a 6-inch Get RC that I have.
And not to
And
mention that the ESCs are beautiful. Some of them are black with like little tiny red coating on it, or they're red with black
oh, get
etchings
out.
on them.
Okay.
They're beautiful. I just picked up 2 from Rect because for these 2 other, I got a mini 5 that I'm gonna, or a mini 3.5 that I'm gonna build. That's gonna be walk
Okay.
snail, and then the other red one frame I got to figure out a color combo for. But that's another one I'm gonna throw in the walk snails just so I have 2 things I can bash around with.
Well, you have more. You have more than enough to keep you busy.
Absolutely. I have, I have enough to smash and bash and not really complain about it. But I want to be better before I start really messing around with my my '04s.
So now you just scared me. Herman was yelling, "Go 04, go 04." You just scared me away from that completely because you confirmed my fear and that they're almost $400.
Yeah, I mean, if you have it, I mean, if you're a good pilot, what I mean, if you're not really, if you're gonna not do freestyle as much and you're gonna just do cruising, if you build a 7-inch and you just want to do long distance cruising, you know what I mean? Get an '04, get a whole setup
That's all
because
I do anyway.
right.
You
I
could
seen a
put me in a
couple of your
closet and I could
videos.
find a way to cruise.
Right, you know what I mean. So if you build a 7-inch and you just go with it, and you get an '04, you're not really having any risk of breaking it. I would go with it. But if you're going to do some freestyle, I would probably get a walk snail beforehand. Just
Yeah,
to make sure that if you do smash it, you can at least easily replace it because you can buy the camera for cheap. A Caddx camera is cheap, way cheaper
right.
than I think the camera for walk snail alone is like $150.
Damn. Hey, JSK, what's up, man? How are you, Leonard? Hope all is well. Let me just say what's up.
Okay, what's going on? But you see, Lawrence, you being afraid to change over to '04 makes no sense because how much are you getting the '03 units for?
I'm not getting them.
Oh, okay then.
You can't get them. I
Okay then.
have seen guys
So
go,
anything that
yo,
you
I'm
want to
selling
build
my '03
from now
units.
forth,
Huh?
put the '04 units in them.
but for that same $400, I could get two VTXs and walk snail.
So the way a buddy of mine has just did it was he bought a whole bind and fly 5 inch with an '04 in there for $600. So now if you look at it and you break it down, part comparison, the stacks are 100 and change, motors are 100 and change. The frame can be anywhere between 60 to 80, and then
Yeah.
props and TPU. So I mean, and you're getting the '04. So I mean, is it that bad to buy a complete bind and fly? Not really. You ripped out the camera system, throw it in what you want. And if you burn out a motor, you pop a motor off of that whole bind and fly that
And,
you got.
and you know what's messed up now? I've been searching. You can't even buy '03 bind and flies anymore.
No, but you can '04s. So if you did
Yeah,
switch, at
yeah.
least you can buy an '04 bind and fly between $500 and $600, maybe 700, and then you
Now,
get pull
see,
the rest of the part off.
that would sound even more cost effective.
Right.
Yeah, that does make sense. I'm in a bind. Like I said, if I can get past this Avata 360 mode first, because I want one of those. That
Right.
Avata 360, it'll help with work, and if I want to, because it's 360, I can make it look like I'm doing tricks. I can flip the screen, do whatever I want, right? And just be
Absolutely.
standing there hovering. Now,
Yeah.
But I probably would. I probably wouldn't. I need an excuse to spend some money on some FPV stuff because I actually enjoy FPV more than camera drones. I come from flying camera drone,
Okay.
but I fly more camera drone due to work than I fly FPV. Surprise, FPV didn't do the camera style. Oh, wait a minute. Surprise, FPV didn't do two camera styles like Sin Queen. I'm not familiar with that. Electric Joker, how are you? Some Electric Joker came in to say what's up to you, man.
What's
I
up,
believe.
boy?
Okay, let's see. That's what's up. Welcome, Electric Joker. I'm trying to keep the chat and other windows open so I can see what's going on at the same time. Well, listen. Here's your chance to shout out South Jersey FPV. Shout out your boys and everyone. Shout out anyone you want to shout out. And and see now, was that all that hard?
No, no, not at all.
See. Now, I will admit I've told a few people that were nervous before they come in. Have a drink, smoke a doob. You'll be cool by the time you get on here.
I'm pretty good at managing how I feel.
Oh, see. There you go. You're a
It's
professional. You're
usually
a
just
plumber.
up to that, and then once it happens, and then it's like it's all done and over with.
Like flying FPV.
Exactly. Exactly. But shout out to my entire crew and everybody that gave me that shot to actually fly. Uh, you know, South Jersey FPV,
All
Jack
right.
Brenton, and everybody else that I didn't mention. Thank you.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Well, I wanted to say thank you for coming on. We appreciate you for coming on.
Thanks for having
Pass
me.
some guys through. I'd like to have some guys on here. It they they want to come on, pass my information on to them, tell them add me. There's nothing hard. I ask a few questions, show one or two videos, and before you know it, time's up.
Absolutely. I definitely pass the word around.
Yeah, okay, man. I appreciate it much. You enjoy the rest of your evening.
I'm gonna try.
Um, be
Yeah,
safe,
maybe
fly safer, bro.
we'll all
Absolutely.
run into each other someday at a meetup.
I mean, I
Yeah,
would like that too. Yeah, because are you guys going Beast to East or what?
It's a
I can't
possibility.
go to none of that stuff. It depends on what time of the year because Herman's a defensive coach for Erasmus High School.
Okay.
I'm their cameraman
Okay.
for, and during high school football,
It's right there.
we have to be there. We're there. I
Okay.
mean, in the last 6 years, we won 5 titles.
Wow.
It,
Right?
it's right there. It's not that far.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
well,
we
if you guys ever come down to here too, maybe we could all get together. We'll go out flying. See a couple places that we like to fly out here.
This year, I intend to utilize my free time. I traveled down to Trenton to
Okay.
go over into Philly.
Okay.
My son usually picks me up in Trenton, and then we cross over into Philly.
A
So,
lot of the guys like to fly on that border, on the Jersey border.
oh,
I'll check
nice.
that over there.
Okay, well, I would like to get together, and maybe it'll happen, man. We,
That'd be
we will
cool.
see. All right.
Cool. I definitely want to. I got to put more packs in before I fly more serious.
Listen, same here. Same here. No worries. You can never use too many packs.
No, not at all. Just don't fly your last pack, right?
There's no such thing. Thanks, man, for coming on,
Not a
Mr.
problem.
Nice
Thank you for
Guy.
having me,
I
guys.
appreciate you, man. You enjoy the
Sure.
rest of your evening,
You
and
too.
I'll hit you up on Facebook to perhaps get some more of your peeps on here.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. We'll see if anybody else wants to come on.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you
Thank you.
again.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thanks
It's
for coming.
time for that sponsor, Herman.
Really?
Yes.
We got a few things we gotta get going. But yeah. The good old people at the Cloverleaf system that we had here on the stream gave us this to share with you guys. Those guys, you can use that at checkout for 15% off on any Cloverleaf system that you'd like to purchase. This is the interchangeable camera and the whole VTX system. You can interchange from one unit to the next. Their systems, Lawrence, the Cloverleaf
Yes.
system. Yeah, pretty
Yes.
good system, guys. Check it out if you get a chance. If you got a
15%
link,
off.
yeah, 15% off on any purchase. Just use those guys. I saw something that came about. There was a little. I didn't expect to see it.
Which was
Did expect to see something happen, but I didn't. I didn't know how it was going to be. I still don't know to the extent. I'm actually in the midst of talking with someone, but I saw an article. Whereas the Anzu is discontinuing the Raptor drone series
no, not
amid
Froggy.
supply chain crisis. The
Really?
Texas-based Anzu Robotics, yes, they've announced that you will no longer be able to purchase the Raptor series because of the present components that they are struggling to get, and it's going to hurt further production of the drone, so it's going to be discontinued. When I
Really?
have more news on it, I would definitely bring to you. Um, I have contacted Randall, but at this time we not ready to do that conversation. There's a lot more that needs to be worked out. So in due time, but the article's out there, guys, if you want to read.
Okay, so
What's interesting.
that's interesting that they've stopped Froggy's. Oh, wow. And I haven't seen anything pertaining to their numbers.
Well, there was supply chain issues. That's what it's due to, supply chain issues. I hope that
Okay.
this thing will let me finish this live stream.
Oh, it's getting unstable.
Well, no, I just need to clear my sinus and everything.
Oh, yes, it is. It's actually red, white, and blue. JSK Leonard was asking, is that PC with blue and red lights behind you?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. It is going blue and
I
red.
have to fix the blue light
Hologram?
because the blue light is supposed to move.
Okay.
Yeah. The blue light is supposed to move.
What did Gary say? Gary,
Hmm.
I hope all is well, sir. Gary, are you going to get the Avata 360?
Give me a second, Lawrence. Hold on.
Yeah. Not a problem. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. We appreciate you all for continuing to come back and support us. Um,
Just had to clear the old sinuses out.
that's okay. Jim's droning was just putting me on to
Woo.
something called the Sin Queen, Herman. It's a
Who?
drone with two FPV with two cameras,
Hmm.
and I'm looking at it here. It's this. Well, this one is analog. It's an older drone, yeah, because they have it on Crossfire. I don't even see it on ELRS, which means you would probably have to take out that system and put your own. But that's not hard. You know what? Oh
Uh,
no, it's analog. Never mind.
well,
Run cam
you
hybrids.
know what, Lawrence? Check this
Yeah.
out. The good old city of Toledo, Ohio, right? Believe it or not. But Toledo Police Department is benefiting from Ohio's first statewide drone first responders pilot. Now, the state police over here and or the state of selected, I should say, 9 public safety agencies, including Toledo Police Department, to be a part of this statewide drone first responders program. It is what they said is the first of its kind, I guess, with them. Uh,
Hmm.
Drones the first responder pilot program in the nation, they say. I mean, I've heard of other programs, but I don't know. This is the first, I guess they say in the
That's
nation.
totally statewide.
Right. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's the first one. We haven't
Yeah.
done any.
And this is being led by the Ohio Department of Transportation, which happens to be a good thing. And what do you call it? And it's actually supported in the management of Skyfire AI or A1, which however you read it.
Okay.
So just to mention a few, what is it? The city of Springfield Police and Fire EMS is involved. What Athens Public Police Department, the Lima Police Department, Toledo
Yeah.
Police Department.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Violet Township Fire EMS, Austin Town Fire Department, City of Hamilton Police Fire EMS, Amherst Police Department, and Kelly's Island
Kelly Island.
Fire
Yeah,
EMS. They're covering the
I've actually
entire
heard of
state.
them.
But the Kelly's
Hmm.
Island Fire,
Yeah, I've actually heard of them. They were on something I saw.
yeah, under Ohio House Bill 96. They
Hmm.
are all authorized to only
Which is
use NDAA compliant drones.
yeah, which is not such a great thing. But they do
But
have a
if they
program.
get funding for it,
Right, but they do have a program for it. I mean, even if you give funding for it, can you imagine having a better drone at home than the one you use at work?
no. You asked. I'm just saying.
Mm-mm.
That's sad
Um,
though.
I don't know. It's a good it's a good thing. I mean, the statewide program. They
I think it
starting
is.
they're starting to implement this in a lot of places. I'm just amazed that it's actually like yeah, you said it's statewide, but I'm amazed that it's statewide because every police department usually operates by themselves. I mean, they
Mhm.
do get funding from the city or from the state, and as well as federal funding, but a lot of them actually put together their own specific program. Um, New York has one. The first of uh, programs that I've seen of this kind was in Chula Vista. They were the first police department to come out
Yes.
with a drone program,
Yes, they were.
and it is starting to spread. Um, Drones being dispatched because of different technologies that we have already, and the drones are just assisting in those technologies, which is a great thing for how they can use it and what they plan to do with it. You know, like right now we have detectors on the street for gunshots. Well, they're
Yeah.
going to dispatch drones to those areas to see what they can see before the cops can actually get.
While the cops are in transit. Yeah. And the fact that this will be an entire infrastructure, Herman, might be a model for other cities to maybe consider.
Well, other states to be able to do a statewide
Yeah,
program.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
you have to get the cities to get together on it too.
true, because like I said, most people usually get the funding and they put together their own programs.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
But this is every state and nine agencies on board, which is great.
Frank Rizzo, how are you?
That's a very good thing. Frank? Who? Rizzo? You know what else is next on the agenda? Do we have another sponsor, Lawrence? Yes, we do.
Yes. Damn.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Let's get that sponsor. We get to the next story. Nanook for 10% off. Use Phantom Flight 10 for 10% off on all your Nanook purchases. If you are looking to protect your drones, your cameras, gimbals, all sorts of things from watches, jewelry, firearms, and all other needs. They make custom cases. Check out the link in the description for Nanook. 10% off. Phantom Flight 10.
Yeah.
And we're back. The other thing that's floating around out there, Lawrence, you say that we hope that the Toledo, Ohio Police Department works well with that. Program works for them. But the other thing that's out there is the FAA is stepping up the enforcement against reckless pilots. And we've been talking about.
Can I say a disclaimer first?
Okay.
The views and opinions heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel and or in the chat, just in case I say something about this story.
Okay. We've been talking about reckless pilots for a few years now, and there's been one change after another, and we've even had people actually defend this, but there's some things that the FAA wants to make clear to people that if you fly a drone in 2026 and you fly reckless, expect consequences. They are no longer educating you on this, they are enforcing. The FAA has fined multiple drone operators, suspended and or revoked many of remote certificates due to unsafe and unauthorized flights. Now, a lot of guys may question what is deemed unsafe and what's unauthorized. I've said this 101 times that we as drone pilots are no different now than we were 7-8 years ago. You can still fly your drone in a designated park area safely and legally as a recreational pilot. Other than that, you must be under the right and proper ruling and have all of the waivers or certificates and permissions that you need to be operating in that area. Other than that, they're starting to come down on people.
Yep.
18 operators that that it's just crazy. Aren't they saying that the FAA saying that 18 operators that had occurred between 23 and 25 resulted in fines. Now these fines range from 1,007. They come up with some weird numbers, 771 to $36,070. $36,000 is steep, but that was a penalty to some guy who was flying near one of the aircrafts during the wildfires back in 23. So guys are doing a lot of crazy shit out there, and I've heard it referred to as cowboy flying. And a lot of guys say, "Oh, well, nobody got hurt, so No, that's why they don't want you in the sky anymore. And
Yeah,
other places are starting to take note to what New York has done. New York has done whatever they can do to eliminate hobbyists from flying any and everywhere. And I said I had a conversation with the officer from uh, the drone permit program that they have here because he had a discrepancy with something in my application. And we had a conversation about things, and I, talked about why they even have it in the first place.
right.
And it's a deterrent to stop guys from flying any and everywhere.
And it seems to have worked.
He um he expressed to me that a hobbyist or recreational pilot cannot get a permit in New York. And I was like, why? And he says, well, if you're going to fly in these places, you need to have written permission to fly there, and there's a fee to fly there, and there's insurance involved. So why would you do that just to get some pictures of one building?
Right. It's true. It's true. Why even? They know people aren't going to want to pay the $153. They started at 150, $153
Well,
to
if it's $150, there is tax
well,
and
oh yeah, well, tax. Still, still,
yeah, flying through TFRs and stuff like that. I mean, one guy with that large fine, what was it? Guy was flying through Mar-a-Lago over there, and back
yes.
in
He
January
flew
20.
through the TFR at Mar-a-Lago, where the president resides, and
Hmm.
he violated a few times that area.
So guys are getting smacked, and
On
they get
top of this, his drone wasn't registered.
nice going.
Now, I can I say what I wanted to say really quick, which is why I said the disclosure, and I get off of this.
Uh huh.
Everyone thought that they were picking on Mikey when everything went down with them sending him letters and saying they would prosecute him. They were starting to toughen up back then. If you,
Well,
if,
they will warn you. They were
yes,
warning guys
yes,
over and
yes,
over, and they basically, if you're going to ignore the warnings from them, they tell you to stop doing what you're doing,
which is what this guy did as well.
stop doing what you're doing, and that's what you should expect to have happen.
Yeah, yeah, and
Some guys that break the law should be that lucky that somebody would tell them to stop doing it before you get in trouble,
yeah, it's
especially
just
from the
it's sad.
agency that is going to enforce it on you. Could you imagine that you're breaking the law, right? And the police come to you and tell you, listen, what you're doing here is illegal. Stop doing this, and we'll look
Right?
the other
Who
way.
else gives you a warning?
But if
Who
we
else?
come back and you still
Yeah.
doing this,
Well, the police tell you that here in New York already. They come if someone calls them to an apartment for, say, some people are arguing. They tell everyone in the place, "Y'all calm the hell down, and if we
arguing is
have to
not
come
illegal.
back, everybody's getting locked up."
Arguing is not illegal.
Well, if there's a domestic discrepancy,
That's still not illegal.
yeah, I know, but they'll threaten you. They they will.
All I know is that they've warned and they've warned and they've warned. They're no longer warning.
Right,
They're
right.
enforcing.
And this is, I could see if this was in one state, but it's not. It's
Yeah,
across the
it's a
United States they're
country.
doing this. In different states all over, coming
Well,
to a state near you.
I did want to mention one other thing before we get out of here. Since we ran a little long, did want to mention that this is already happening in other places, believe it or not, because a drone pilot was fined $3,600 for repeated violations. This guy was a class moron. Um, Here we go. Okay. In what they say is the first conviction of its kind, according to the Norfolk police or Northwich. I don't know which one it was. I don't know if that's a typo or whatever.
Norfolk
Yeah,
Police.
I saw that. But they anyway. I'll show you why I say this. 46-year-old Christopher McEwen pled guilty to 17 drone-related offenses. God damn it, bro! 17. You was a bad man. This is tied to 44 flights conducted between January and June by this gentleman in 2025. I can't even be bothered to get into the list of violations that he has, from flying over emergency response to breaching airspace around the airport, to operating beyond the visual line of sight. But the most craziest one that he has had was where he, in 3 separate times, flew his Mavic 3 Pro over an industrial fire at a what do you call it? At an abandoned factory.
Yeah.
Where the Northwich in Northwich. So he like I said, he flew his drone 3 separate times over this, and the police, fire, and EMS were there on the scene for hours as he flew his drone directly over the blaze. I don't know what to say about this dude. This dude is something.
And he was caught flying his drone over a prison at 900 feet. And no, sorry, 1,900 feet.
Mm.
He's taken his drone over 1,900 feet nearly 5 times. No, that's 5 times higher than the 400-foot limit. That's
Right.
now this all happened in the UK. So
Mm-hmm.
don't think that it's just happening here in the States. Countries
Mm-hmm.
around the world are starting to tighten up their rules. Now, my thing is, you guys in Canada might be next.
I wonder if Elliot's related to this guy. Well, I mean, you got to be a knucklehead. It's not that Canada is next. I mean, they got to have knuckleheads. They got knuckleheads standing out and stand out. You know,
Oh, here
just
it is. Here it is.
with
Here it is. In
he's a knucklehead.
2024, he flew over HMP Norwich, which
Mm-hmm.
took two photographs of prisoners in an
Mm-hmm.
exercise yard without authorization. That
Right.
act violated UK's Prison Act because
He's
that is restricted airspace.
he's a
Just like it
knucklehead.
is illegal to fly here in the United States over a prison, same
Mm-hmm.
thing.
It's
I say
illegal.
active prison. I must say active prison because they do have prisons that are shut down. You
They
can
have
get pictures
prisons.
of those, but
Yeah, but there are prisons that are shut down that you still can't fly over.
true. That is, there are more of those, but well, yeah, not here in New York. That's for sure.
What?
There's one in Philadelphia that people
Yeah, the
fly.
one in Philly I know of, you can't fly over it.
Right, but you can go up and get shots. Yes, yes,
It's a vertical day.
yeah, yeah. Well, this guy definitely takes the cake, and like we said, this happened in the UK. I mean,
Well,
of his 44 flights, 33 of them were in restricted airspace. That says enough in
you
itself.
know, a lot of guys seem to do that nowadays. This restricted airspace thing. Always in. I mean, is it during TFRs, or are they just going into places where they shouldn't be? You know, because um, as a
What did
Part
Gary say?
107, there's certain airspace that you're not supposed to be in that you can actually get permission as a Part 107.
Right. This is true. Gary says, if I'm in prison, can I fly?
Can you fly out of the prison? I don't know. You'd be violating the airspace.
Yeah, right. Hmm.
Imagine that. The jail has a drone program.
That would be hilarious. You can't fly higher than the wall, or you're in violation.
How
That would
long
be
would it
funny.
take somebody flew the drone out to somebody outside to put something in and you bring it back?
Yeah, right. For real.
How long
Oh,
would that?
how much
But
extra time would you get for that? Getting caught doing that?
no, I'm just saying, how long would it take before someone did something that's stupid?
True. That's true. Gary said I'll have to stay out of prison then. I would like to hope Vicky agrees with that, Gary. Oh, Jim Droney says ask your boyfriend first, Gary. Can you fly in for prison? I guess. I don't know.
How you got Gary in prison that long that he's got a boyfriend?
I don't know. Jim Droney said it, not me. Jim Droney said it. I'm laughing at what he put. She could probably use a break, Gary. Oh, stop it. You'd miss her. You'd miss her.
No, no, no. Nobody's going to jail. But no, seriously, guys, you got to protect yourselves, protect the hobby,
Yes,
man.
you got to be aware of what airspace you're flying in. If you're in the United States, you have to use Lance. I don't know what they use in other countries. I'm
Well,
sure something similar.
you also got to make sure that you are in, that you know the local laws or where you're operating at, if you're allowed to take off and land from those places.
Hmm.
Those are also a lot of things that are more important than anything,
True.
because it's crazy that because I told you I had an in-depth conversation with the police department. It's funny how you could get Lance authorization. The federal government says you're approved to fly here. Everything is legit with your equipment and everything is good to go. But because you didn't follow a local law, you're getting reported to the FAA. See,
Yeah,
the police really can't enforce FAA laws or federal laws, but what they can do is refer your name and information to the FAA. And
that's true.
these are the things that you have to watch out for. Um, they are using detection devices in a lot of places, and as you know, the Super Bowl and other places, the NFL games. I don't know how long it's going to take before it spreads to Major League Baseball and other sports, but they don't
Matter of
want
time.
guys flying around. They are getting they're getting the training now for using some of these mitigation tools, whether it's to jam or to take
Take down.
control.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't want guys flying in these places anymore.
You would think people would get it, but with every year they catch people trying to fly the Super Bowl or flying and didn't know there was a TFR.
Well, that seems to be a thing that pops up every now and then now. Like, especially with this thing now where they're talking about ice and moving around and their whole
Yes.
band
Ice with
production
their rolling TFRs.
is killing me. Yeah. So keep your head on a swivel, guys, because they're actually looking to make an example out of somebody. They didn't tell
Oh,
me
nice.
personally, but I just don't want it to be anybody that I know.
I got it, Jim. I'll check it out after the live stream.
I don't want it to be any of you guys, because I know you guys love the hobby. So that's why I tell you guys, love the
Yes,
hobby,
I agree.
but you got to protect yourselves. You got to protect the hobby. And maybe things will, look and work for the better for us. And, we can get things back, and if it's all possible. There's a lot of talk. Like I said, the Drone Advocacy Alliance has some campaigns right now. The guys need to get to the Drone Advocacy Alliance, make your
Yes.
voice be heard. There's a link in the description. Please go and write. You can write directly to the White House and make your complaint.
Please keep it professional. They already think the worst of us. So we can't confirm these things.
Really? How bad do they think of you?
Yeah, well, listen, it's that time for another show.
Man, listen. But yeah, guys, you got anything to say, Lawrence, before we get out of here?
No, be safe, fly safer. dinner's on, and what did Gary put? Dinner's on, and we still need 3 likes to hit
Oh,
25. Open up your burner accounts to help those guys. We appreciate you, Gary.
thank you, Gary.
We do, man, for real.
Um,
We appreciate each and every one of you.
well, I mean, Wednesday night is a rough night. I mean, it's the middle of the week. Some guys are doing their own thing. I don't know how the weather is where a lot of people are, but who knows? I mean, listen, I'm here to share and to tell you guys the truth about what I see and how I see it, and just to help you out. And I've had others that say no when everything says yes, and I've had police officers here tell me it's a yes. They don't want guys flying any and everywhere. So, like I said, protect yourselves, man, and protect your hobby. And with that, Lawrence, I guess I'll say good night to everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time with those guys.
I
Good night, everyone.
love those guys.
Yeah, we love you too. Good night, everyone.